I'm gonna jump in on live real quick. Sorry, I really got thrown off. Some dude just jumped off a curb and hurt his ankle. Curb. Jumped off the curb, hurt his ankle. About. All right. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, so do not base anything I say off of these videos. Just doing it for pure entertainment purposes only. I had to address a couple things. Obviously, we try not to get too political or anything like that on these pages, but I hear so many people talking about Elon getting into their accounts, and everyone's so worried, like, Elon doesn't know what I have. Elon don't give a fuck about your dusty ass $4.28 in your bank account. You know what I mean? I think the people, like the aristocrats, the people who are spreading shit like that, are the ones that are worried. Like, wondering why they have a $200,000 salary with the $200 million in their bank account type shit. So that's for my opinion, that's the reasoning behind all that. You're gonna have all these people, they're spreading the panic, trying to get you to take to the streets so they don't investigate. They're gonna know your accounts. I'm telling you, man, Elon does not care if you have $120 in your account or negative $7, whatever it is, or whatever. They don't give a shit. They're trying to uncover shit. They've already uncovered tons and tons and tons of shit. So that's where that comes from. The narrative, the panic, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, in my opinion. So that being said, jumping into AMC, jumping into SEC, all the shit that's about to go down, investigation. It's not going to happen overnight. That's the one thing that's going to happen. I can almost guarantee right now what's going to happen. Almost. I didn't say I am going to guarantee, but I can guess what's going to happen is probably here in a couple weeks, everyone will say, see, nothing came of it. Elon's on their side. Trump don't care about you, blah, 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 blah. And try to move on from it, get you to discourage and sell. It's always a big game. These type of things aren't going to just happen overnight, but they're investigating tons and tons of things. The stock market, in my opinion, is a very big thing, but that's just my opinion. They've got other things to uncover as well, like why we're sending, money for Medicaid to other countries that aren't even getting the money for the Medicaid that don't qualify, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, all that extra shit. AMC, GME, not the only two plays that are being naked shorted, I'm sure. This is my tinfoil hat theory. Obviously, I have no factual evidence behind any of this, but I do believe that once you start opening up this can of worms, it's going to get deep. Now, like I said, I don't think it's going to happen overnight. I don't think next week all of a sudden it's going to squeeze. I see a potential of maybe some people getting out, but not covering. I don't know. We might see a little run up, and because of the movies. The movies were good, which is partially true. Movies are good. They're getting better and better and better. So that's the other aspect of this. But I think you're going to see a little bit of a bump again. Like I said the other day, I think we could get up to the $5-6 range. Then they'll beat it back down and say, see, the SEC didn't uncover nothing. You guys are tripping. You're crazy, stupid apes. Whoa, yeah, blah, blah. But I think a couple months down the road, few months down the road, whenever this thing starts to open up, maybe even a year, I don't know how long it'll take. But I don't think it's going to happen within a week or two. And that's what they're going to try to do. They're going to try to make you feel like, oh, well, they investigated. It's over. Nothing happened. See, I told you this shit's a scam. Shouldn't buy it. Blah, blah, blah. You sell your shares. They're going to go bankrupt, all the extra FUD. Like I've said before, there's always some sort of new FUD. There's always some sort of new reason for you to sell your shares. And these are just my opinions, obviously. I never tell you to buy, sell, or hold. But for me, it's more of a signal for me whenever more shit like that happens. I mean, look at it, man. My share count has just totally increased heavily. A lot of it's due to when I see so much FUD. I'm like, oh my God. It's almost like, it's so bad I gotta buy shares, like, just to make myself whatever. I would like to also point out, this may not do anything. Who knows? They might uncover, and they might have their asses covered so well it might not show anything. But I do believe that at some point, I've said this a million times, this thing, what's done in the dark, will come to light. That's just all there is to it, in my opinion. So like I said, Elon, Doge, all the people investigating, they don't give a shit about your $12 in your account. The reason that they're spreading this fear and panic is because the people that are spreading it don't want their shit investigated. So they're trying to get you to raise up in arms and take to the streets and they shouldn't be able to do this. Like, that's just my take on it. Anyways, this, AMC, GME, as a community, apes, really politics shouldn't really play a role in it. So who gives a shit? You know what I mean? So regardless if you're a fucking Democrat, Republican, Independent, a fucking Whig from 1877, I don't know, whatever you are, you know what I mean? Whatever your preference is, when it comes down to it, we're all here for money. And it is what it is, you know, we're here for money. That's what it's for. So we don't have to agree on politics. We don't have to be the same religion. We don't have to be the same gender. We don't have to be the same fucking sexual preference, any of that. The bottom line is we're all here for a payday. So what do you think? I don't know, man. When there's so much corruption and shit on the other side covered up, they're not just going to hand it over. It's not going to be easy. There's going to be FUD. There's going to be drama. There's going to be bullshit. There's going to be stress. There's going to be fucking huge dips and tiny rips nonstop. It is what it is. I think if you've been here long enough, you already know. I know there's a lot of new investors that I've spoken with. Welcome to the shit show. That's all I can say, man. I got to jump out. I got a few things to do, but have a good day. Be blessed. Let's get rich soon. Peace.